for Waterford, Fox River Commission, Board of Health.
A couple of recalls. We have Life Evolution voluntary recalls, the New Goo dark chocolate chip and New Go dark pretzel due to undeclared milk. And there is also one for the mochi ice cream, peach mango sorbet.
No.
In addition to that, January is Radon Awareness Month. They offer $10 radon test kits if you have not tested your home for radon. They recommend doing so.
Okay. Racine County Sewage District,
Nothing to report this week.
Library Board.
Nothing to report.
WWMD, I don't see Carl. And Fox River Citizens Group, Fred's not here.
Their annual thing is coming up in March over at the Veterans Service.
Oh, okay. Adam, can you give us a quick rundown on how the boundary things go?
Sure. We met earlier today, we met last week. We currently are preparing for the state mandated public hearing that is involved in this process, which is set for February 19th, I believe, in the high school auditorium at 6 p.m. That will be public hearing held jointly by both the town board and the Village of Waterford board. Details will be coming out shortly. Informational flyer and social media stuff is being worked on as we speak. We did have some very fruitful and well-constructed dialogue and conversations with a group of citizens around the, I believe it is the Fairview, is it Kettle Glen subdivisions that butt up on the Hickory Hollow infamous berm that divides the two roads. There was some concern and questions about what we had drafted in the boundary agreement about that berm being opened within 5 years of ratification of the agreement. We, as the committee, were looking at a safety standpoint, which we thought was a safety standpoint. I think most of us still feel it is, but those residents formed a very strong-willed, respectful working committee. They reached out to us. We had about a hour and a half to 2 hour meeting last Monday, the 6th of January at Town Hall, and it was a constructive, well-mannered, well-toned conversation. I think the takeaway of the night was actually encouraging this board, other boards, however, to try to handle our business that way. It was a very good experience in how your government should work. But long story short, the committee met, boundary committee met, and we have decided to remove that part of the agreement so that Hickory Hollow section will remain closed. So that will be removed from the boundary agreement, and we also added some definition to the committee that will be created through the boundary agreement going forward. Strategic committee that will be used to meet. Right now it'll be 2 times a year to discuss town business, village business that pertain to growth, better relations, whatever can be worked upon with each other. We define some of those terms. So with all that being said, the final draft is being reworded in those manners, and it will go through the public hearing process at the state level on the 19th. There is a 20-day period after that where anybody can send in email, written correspondence, or any other communications on their feelings regarding the boundary agreement. And then it will go back for a vote before this board and the town board to approve the new agreement with those things I just stated right now. And if that result is similar to what we voted on earlier. That will then be sent off to the state for final approval, which will take about 90 days.
So by summertime, we should have this thing wrapped up.
In all hopes. So the response from the community, as people have been taking time to watch the videos, which I should have said earlier, was that the public hearing that we are holding is a state mandated one through the process. We held 3 community listening events prior, which the state thought was a wonderful thing. Most communities do not do that, they do just the public hearing. So we feel we have gotten a good gauge of most of the concerns, the beneficial things that we've done, and we're feeling pretty confident with a couple of these tweaks we just did, that this should go through the state if approved by the boards again in a timely manner.
Hey, Jim? Thank you.
Thanks, Adam.
Alright, thank you, Adam. Okay, move on to business. Review of Young Monday contract renewal for real estate listings and village properties. Come on up. Just ask you a couple of questions that we all, without reading all the contracts, which probably did anyway, but the terms are the same, and
Everything's the same,
this is for a year, correct?
right?
Any questions?
I appreciate everything you guys have been doing.
Thank you.
Thanks.
We did add a couple of things, we doubled our LoopNet CoStar coverage, so that should help going forward. And then we met with the CoStar LoopNet person, and you wanna talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, so we got instruction on how to have direct contact with the development teams of larger popular organizations. So we've been reaching out to Chick-fil-A. We're instructed to submit the available sites to them, which is exciting. And then we have direct contact with Qdoba, their developers, so we're in communication with them. We just have a running list of people to contact now that we know how to get into their developers. So we're also happy to take any recommendations if there's specific companies that you'd like to see in these spots, now that we're able to reach out directly.
Great.
We knew Chick-fil-A was up there.
Yeah, I knew Chick-fil-A was a village favorite.
Most Chick-fil-A's be a lot more population, I think.
Well,
You never know,
it's
what
worth a
never hurts to
try.
try,
Yeah, we're
right?
working on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the new apartments going up and the new buildings over by the school.
Anything's worth a shot. Any other questions?
Any recommendations of businesses? Not yet, I guess we gotta come.
We have a whole list, so.
All right,
Thanks, ladies.
so thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
You need a motion to do?
I'll make a motion to renew the contract.
I'll second.
Any more discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Actually, we've got, one of our closed session items is an offer, right? Yes, sir. That's the reason why we have closed sessions, for negotiations and offers. Actually, that's the reason why we have a lot of them, because offers that they've been bringing to us, that's just great news. Okay. Consider a motion to convene an executive session pursuant to Wisconsin State Statute, section 1985, considering financial, medical, social, personal histories, or disciplinary data or specific persons, except which section applies, which, if discussed in public, would be likely to have a substantial adverse effect upon the reputation of any person referred to in such histories or data, or involved in such problems or investigations, deliberating or negotiating the purchasing of public properties, the investing of public funds, conducting other specified public business, whenever competitive or marketing reasons require a closed session. But I think we love it all the time. I need a motion to go into closed session.
So moved. Second.
Are you specifying which of those you're addressing in
All right.
the closed session?
Stereo,
All three.
I just did tell you we have an offer.
Dom?
Okay, do we need to do a roll call on this, or?
Yes.
Nash,
Aye.
Goldhammer.
Aye.
Paul now.
Aye.
Houston.
Aye.
McBrown.
Aye.
Gasky.
Aye.
All right, we're in closed session.